This is the front cover, this is the back. This is the spine that holds it intact. Open up the front cover, what do you see? I see the title page looking at me. Clifford's Fairy Tales. The Three Little Pigs and the Big Red Dog. Hello, I'm Emily Elizabeth, and this is Clifford, my big red dog. Every night we cuddle up, and my dad tells us a story. My dad loves making Clifford and me the stars of the story. Tonight, we're reading The Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf. Once upon a time, Clifford and his best friend, Emily Elizabeth, moved to a new village. They were excited to meet their new neighbors, the Three Little Pigs. They had even baked a pie for each pig. Just as they were about to leave, Clifford let out a horrible sneeze. Achoo! Clifford's sneeze rattled the whole house. Clifford, Emily Elizabeth cried, you're sick. You should stay home and rest. But Clifford wouldn't stay. He wanted to meet his new neighbors. Oh, it's important to stay home when you're not feeling well. Emily Elizabeth and Clifford arrived at the first little pig's house. His house was made of straw. By the hair of my chinny chin chin, it's my new neighbors, said the first little pig. Just then, Clifford felt another sneeze coming on. He huffed and he puffed until... Achoo! He blew the straw house down. Clifford and Emily Elizabeth apologized. Then they helped the little pig out from under the mess. The little pig gave Clifford a big blanket to use as a hanky. You should really go home and rest, he said. Sounds like a good idea. When we're sick, we should stay home and rest. Clifford wouldn't go home. He had to meet his other two neighbors and deliver the pies. And he wanted to help fix the first little pig's house, too. So Clifford, Emily Elizabeth, and the first little pig walked to the next pig's house. This pig's house was made of sticks. By the hair of my chinny chin chin, it's my new neighbors and my brother too, said the second little pig. Just then, Clifford felt a sneeze coming on. He huffed and he puffed until... Achoo! He blew the stick house down. Oh, look at that. Look at the second little pig. Look at his face. How is he feeling? Clifford just blew down his house with his sneeze. You should really cover your snout when you sneeze, the second little pig grunted. Clifford, your sneezes are getting worse, said Emily Elizabeth. Let's get you home. But Clifford refused. He wanted to meet his neighbors. He hadn't given them the pigs their pies, and now he had two houses to help rebuild. The stick house and the straw house. So Clifford, Emily Elizabeth and the two little pigs walked to the next pig's house. His house was made out of bricks. "By the hair of my chinny chin chin, it's my new neighbors and my brothers too," said the third little pig. Just then, Clifford felt a sneeze coming on. He tried to cover his nose, but it was no use. The sneeze couldn't be stopped. He huffed and he puffed. Achoo! This was Clifford's biggest sneeze yet. But the brick house didn't fall down. "You've got a nasty cold," said the third little pig. "You better come inside and rest." The third little pig made a big pot of soup for Clifford. He also wrapped him in as many blankets as he could find. While Clifford rested, Emily Elizabeth gave each pig a pie. After a while, Clifford was feeling much better. Later, the third little pig gathered bricks and building supplies to help his brother fix their houses. Clifford and Emily Elizabeth helped too. Just as they were almost finished, Clifford started to huff and puff. Clifford barked happily. He was feeling back to normal, and he was happy to help his new friends. And the three little pigs, they were happy too. Now they had houses Clifford could never sneeze down. The end.